Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The topic of my talk is keyword and terminology extraction in monolingual and bilingual context, because the theme of it seems that I'm required to do something. I mean, the theme of this session should be related to somehow to machine translation. Okay, so I use this title. So I'll discuss three things. So the first part is keyword extraction in a Chinese context. Okay. The second part is terminology extraction. It's English and Chinese bilingual terminology extraction. Okay. The third one is a related work. I try to extend keyword extraction for Chinese, okay, to Chinese idioms in some scenario. For example, in microblog. Okay, so the first part. So what is keyword extraction? So it's clear. So given an article, the task is we try to let computer to extract some words or phrases from this article. These words should be able to represent the content of that article somehow. Okay, so we can regard these keywords as content identifier or content descriptor. Okay, so that's keyword extraction. For example, given this article, so Japan this year's Chinese kanji, okay, is ban. Okay, I noticed it yesterday in the poster room. So I found this article in a Chinese blog. Okay, so expected keyword can be Japan, year, Hanzi, kanji. Japan earthquake, overseas assistance, Kyoto and Tsinghua, maybe Clearwater Temple, something. Okay. So we have done some work in keyword extraction, and to test the performance of system, we also constructed application in Sina microblog website. So Sina website is similar to Twitter. Okay, it is the largest microblogging system in China. Okay, its users should be over how to say 1.2 billion. 1.2 billion. Okay, so far. Every day, you can see millions of user increase to this system. Okay, so we have developed a keyword extraction application in Sina microblogging system. Okay, so the task of that system is given a user. This is me. Okay, this is me. Given a user, the system will get 200 recently posted microblog articles of that user, then extract keywords from these 200 blog articles, then give a cloud, okay, composed of these keywords. Okay, so this is the keyword cloud for me. Okay, for me. So you can see this is China. Okay, so the largest one means the larger the words, the more important of that words. Okay, so China, of course. So you can see. And from the part of computer science, so I have some articles about computer. I'm also interested in history. Okay, Barcelona is so big. I'm Tsinghua from Tsinghua. I really to Yishan is a very famous mountain in summer. So you can see this cloud, pure cloud, can represent my intent or my activity recently. Okay, pretty good, pretty well. Seattle, I visited Seattle this year. Okay, I have a joint research project with Boeing, so I visited Seattle. Okay, so this application has become very popular in city. Become very popular, so we can see we have launched this system in August this year, and the various user of this application have been over 1.6 million people. So it grows very fast. So keyword that cloud can represent as I just said, it can represent the intention. Okay, or we can use it as to identify the interest of specific person. For example, Lang Xianping is, so this guy is a famous economist, very famous economist in China. Okay, it seems a professor in Chinese University of Hong Kong. Okay, very famous one. So this keyword cloud is like this. So you can see bigger one is finance. Okay, finance. Discuss China, government, America. Okay, Canton, because I noticed it's not an article. There's some people are discussing some events in Canton. Okay, so jobs. Pan Shiyi, this guy is a very famous real estate developer. The most famous real estate is a billionaire. He is a billionaire. Okay, so his cloud is like this. Beijing developer, real estate. Okay. You can see architecture, religion. This guy devoted transfer himself to a religion. Okay, a small religion near Israel, in Israel. Okay, so recently he and his wife, two billionaires in China, belong devoted themselves to that religion. So he has his religion, some words are related to religion. Okay, so you can see it's quite different from Lang Xianping's cloud. Very different, very different. This is another example. Yang Lan is a famous TV program host based in Hong Kong. Okay, but his cloud is very different. Okay, happiness for women. Okay, for love, for novel. Okay, children. Artists, so very different, very different. So this example show the usefulness of this, keyword extraction. Okay. How can people do this? I'll skip it. I'll do this part very quickly. So input the user ID. Okay, so then after login message authorization, data cleaning, we need to clean some noisy. Then we do Chinese voice application and part of speech tagging. Okay. Then we use two approaches. One is frequency-based keyword extraction. Frequency means the frequency here is based on the text itself. Okay. We also use the machine translation-based keyword extraction algorithm. Then we combine these two schemes to do keyword translation and visualization as keyword cloud output. So two technical factors we need to consider is first keyword extraction based on text itself. For example, given the example article I just mentioned, so the computer can calculate the frequency of some candidate word. For example, Japan 9 times in this article, year 100 4 times. Okay, so also by this character, so 3 times, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Okay, so based on frequency, the program will suggest at least 3 good candidates as keyword for this article. Of course, we need to do word application. You need to have a very good word application. Otherwise, you may not extract the correct words. But you can see Kyoto or clear water temple, it only occur 1 time in this article. So based on frequency, it's very difficult to extract clear water temple. You know this temple very important in this event, or it is pronounced in this temple. So we need to find another resources. This is the based on machine translation keyword extraction. A little bit strange. You find a lot of blog article. Okay, this is a blog article, so written by this person. We notice a lot of blog articles, the user will assign some tags, we call social tag, to this article. For example, he assigned Japan, year 21, and a clear word temple to this article. Okay. So, if we collect numerous, as many as, the article with tags, as many as possible, we can construct a huge corpus. Okay, then we can try to learn the relationship between words in article and tags assigned by the user. By machine learning strategy, then we can find and use some knowledge. Okay. That knowledge is basically generated by humans. Okay, the machine tries to learn that. So we find how to learn such relationship. We use machine translation methods. It's a word alignment. Okay, so this is the word alignment method. So we try to use machine translation algorithms to learn the relationship between the word candidates in text and the text assigned by the writer of the blog. Okay, so that's why we call machine translation here. Okay, so we have constructed a large-scale Chinese blog corpus with tags. Okay, so we collect over 2 million articles. Okay, with tags. We can find totally so many different tags. Okay, over very very big. And this tag, this block. It's lot linear. The philosophy here, I think is we use collecting characters. These articles are written by different writers. Okay, different writers may assign tags to the article they wrote freely. Okay, no clear regulation to instruct how to write these tags. So, but the corpus as a whole can exhibit collecting characters. Just as mentioned by Tian Yongshu, a very famous writer in China, he said before, computers that can assist humans need assistance from humans. Okay, so we find this one. We try to learn something, some knowledge, hidden. That knowledge is defined from human beings. Okay, so that's philosophy of here. So we combine both. Okay, we combine both. Okay, we combine both to perform our task. Okay, I will skip the algorithm. Another two supporting technology we needed in this system is, first we need to Chinese word citation and possible tagging. Okay, so we have developed a system. You can try it in this website. Okay, so for the given this sentence, so the president of your university, so as motto. Okay, so the program, the system can identify this as a formula. Okay, this is the NUM, National University President. Okay, Tsinghua also formula. So this is placed in Japan, Kyoto. Okay, so with kind of speech. So this is the foundation. This will serve a solid foundation for keyword extraction. So this is the distribution of the users of this system. Okay, so you can see China, Europe, America, Japan, some. Okay, so Chinese word citation is very important. It can influence the result of such changes. For example, this guy is the first chief engineer for Boeing. So the first chief engineer of Boeing is a Chinese, Wang Zhu. Okay. So if you enter Wang Zhu into Google search engine, so this article related to him, but this one nothing to do with him. Because here you can find Wang Zhu here, but in fact, word citation should have a space in here. It means the king of the car king, assist Ferrari, and distribute their product in Japan. Okay, so this is the car. So because if you cannot identify a person this sentence properly, the wrong result will be given by exchange. So word citation is real key technologies. A lot of challenge, I will skip this. So we have citation ambiguity. We have unknown words, a lot of unknown words. And the combination of these two factors can be very complex. So that may result, for this sentence, composed of 1 to 7 characters, perhaps you may have over 70 possible segmentation paths, so very complicated. Also, word citation can have some impact on Google image search, because image search is based on, basically, Google image is based on the text, surrounding text of the images. So any wrong word citation can affect the Google image search engine result. For example, this one. This is Wang Zhu, okay, but this one, you can see related with car, the king of cars, something like this. Okay, that's one factor. Another possible improvement for our system is which, keyword cloud, no relationship between keywords. But currently we are doing some research. We try to find some relationship between keywords, okay, automatically. So we try to find a hierarchical relation among keywords. Okay, so that's for part 1. Part 2 is terminology extraction in a bilingual context. What is bilingual context? So this is Chinese. This is English. This is Chinese. Okay, by human translation or by human translation. So that will be the input of our system. terminology extraction from bilingual text is we try, for example, we try to run a design program that can extract bilingual terminology automatically. For example, for this one, 外国航空运输公司 is corresponding English part origin to the foreign air transport enterprise. So suppose you have a huge corpus of this pen. That computer can, we try to let computer to do the knowledge grab automatically. So if you can expect just maybe half an hour, computer will give you a list of pairs terminology suggested. Then you will use one evening to review the suggested translation pairs. Then you will get a high quality bilingual technology. So that's the purpose of this research. Okay, we have done some experiment on the document provided by Air China. Okay, translation is given by Air China. Okay, so the document is related to some manual, okay, some manual for manipulating Boeing aircraft. Okay. So in total, we can find that corpus is not so big. It's not so big. So in total we can find over 300 bilingual terms. Okay. Some interesting things we can find. Some interesting. For example, we find some inconsistency. You know this because this is manipulation documents. Okay, for pilot how to manipulate how to fly the airplane. Okay, so the translation quality should be very high, but we still find some inconsistency. For example, this multiple English to one Chinese. For example, glide slope to 下滑道. Okay, two English term to this one, to one Chinese term. This variation is minor because just a space. It seems doesn't matter, but for this one, more serious. So main landing gear map to this one. But you can, if you look at these two terms, it seems its meaning are different. Okay, but Chinese translation is same. Also, we have one English to many Chinese terms. For example, alternative brake hydraulic system to this one or to this one. But in this Chinese translation, brake is omitted. I don't know if this is correct or not. Okay, but there may result some inconsistencies. Another example is master warning lights. So Chinese translate this one translated, this one untranslated. So I think this is unnecessary inconsistencies. Okay. You can have more example air system, so you can as icon or also as this one. But it seems to me these two Chinese terms, its meaning are totally quite different. Okay, so this program you had two functions. Function one is it can construct. With the assistance of this program, we can construct a high-quality bilingual terminology. The second one, it can find some inconsistencies. Okay, so it will be very useful for terminology standardization. Okay, so that's when? Don't know. 5 minutes? Okay. So this is the algorithm. So we have step one, we do sentence alignment first. Okay, you need to. So this is an article. So we need to design. We need to design an algorithm that can align sentence one by one to this one, to this one, this sentence to this sentence, this sentence to this sentence. Okay, so that sentence alignment. We have developed an algorithm that can perform sentence alignment with very high accuracy and robust. It's very robust. Okay. Step 2 is we do bi-directional word alignment for Chinese to English, English to Chinese, and try to merge the results of bi-directional word alignment. Then step 3, we do some other processing to get high qualified bilingual term pairs. Okay. Okay, that's part 1 for terminology extraction. The last part is a relative work. So it's very simple. It's simply a keyword we call Weibo microblog keywords. We expanded this algorithm to just find idioms, traditional Chinese idioms in microblog of a user. Okay, so for example, this is a very famous movie star, okay, a Chinese movie star. His blogs, her blog. So the program can find blog cloud for her automatically. So you can see we have a complete idiom database. Okay, so all the terms, all the idiom occurred in her article is this. Okay, the latter one is most significant idioms. Okay. Score, we can give a score of this person. So unfortunately, just 38 score, so 100. The score is ranged from 0 to 100. Okay. So not so good, not so good for this person. But if you try Chinese, this user, the name of this user is traditional Chinese studies. So the idiom cloud is strategy for this website like this. Okay, you can see many difficult idioms. So the total score we got is 95. So in fact, this one can be used as an indication of, to measure the level, okay, of the user use traditional Chinese idiom, and indirectly to test the level of writing Chinese articles. Or if you know more Chinese idiom, that means you have more knowledge about Chinese culture and Chinese writing and so on. Okay, so summary. So keyword and terminology extraction are useful very useful. Okay, either in monolingual or in bilingual context. And public platforms such as Sina microblogging or Apple app shops could be good places for showing your applications. Okay, so we still a lot of things to be done. Okay, so for example, we found Wikipedia is a very useful resources for doing lexical studies for Chinese. Okay, so we can also we are trying a lot of things based on Chinese Wikipedia. Okay, so for example, this algorithm can find relationship between terms. Okay, so the computing the similarity is totally based on Wikipedia articles. Okay, so we have a lot of things to be done in the future. Okay, thank you. Thank you.